Barbara Niven. She is, get ready, I'm going to just label you, shall I? Here we go. Actress, mother, grandmother. Which you
proud grandmother.
You have to carry that moniker, absolutely. Animal advocate. She runs a successful motivational speaking business. The list goes on and on and on. I wonder how you
Not bored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you fit in the acting side, playing Peggy Belton on Cedar Cove?
Acting is something that I have loved to do my whole life. In fact, I didn't start till I was almost 30 years old. I had a wake-up call.
What was your wake-up call? It had something to do with you going back to your high school reunion.
Right. Okay, so you know how they send out that application when you have your 10-year high school reunion? Who did you marry? How many kids did you have? Where do you live? And the last question on that thing was, have you achieved all you thought you would in your life by now?
Wait, at 30, they're asking you this?
Well, at 30, you should figure it out by then, don't you think?
But you know what?
I'm a late bloomer.
But have you thought about that? I mean, I knew from the time I was a little kid. I remember doing my movie star pose at age 5, like that, and saying I want to be an actress. But I just put it on hold, and I got married. I had a child, and I was living everybody else's dream of me, but my own.
So what motivated you? What was, you actually got up, left, came to LA and started
No, I
a
didn't
career?
do it in LA then because I was a single mother by then with a 2-year-old daughter, and I was so afraid of bringing her down to the whole den of iniquity that I thought would be LA. But I figured out a way to do it. I knew I loved the camera and I can write, so I talked my way into an internship at the NBC affiliate, KGW in Portland. I knocked on the door, no experience, no college even. No kidding. And I asked the news director, if I bring you stories, will you look at them and tell me what I can do better? Not what's okay, because I'm going to work for you. And I kept showing up, and he mentored me. That's one thing I tell people, to find a mentor and then be a mentor. And he did, and so I would go to these places and lie and say, I would call and say, I'm an associate producer with KGW, and we may do a story on you, but I need to come pre-produce you first. And everybody wanted to be on TV, so I'd race back, and I'd get my big tape recorder, and the big ones in those days, lay it down, get an interview, do a story, and then race back and write the script and imagine what shots I'd have if I actually had a cameraman and take it in. And he actually ended up putting me on as an intern. And then as an intern, you get one chance to be on camera and do a story. And so I announced, I'm going to sell my story to network, to NBC. And everybody went, sure, honey. But you know what? I found a hook, and I did. And that's why I'm passionate now. I love my acting dream, but my passion now is inspiring other people that it's never too late. Whatever your circumstances, you can create whatever you want your life to be.
You didn't take no, and nor did you give that news director an option to say
I didn't. Nope.
He had no. I'm here, I'm going to work this.
Yes, and what I told him too is when I achieve my success, I'll pay it forward.
Yeah.
And that's what I do.
Yeah, many times, because you are a motivational speaker. You go out and you motivate people, and through your story.
Well, I'm motivated right now. I'm going to go out and I'm going to wrap some presents and go Christmas shopping. No, you're motivating me for that.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's talk Cedar. You know, it's hard. Very few people have said no to Cedar Cove because it's ranked #1 in cable.
We are so blessed. I mean, this was Hallmark Channel's first series foray ever, and to be #1 out of the gate every single week. Come on.
Yeah.
It's blessed.
What we want to show a little bit. We have teaser for
There's lots of stuff coming up in
Yes. Oh, it's getting juicy and secrets and everything.
What do you want to share with us? What are we going to?
Okay, we're going to see a clip from. Okay, Bruce Boxleitner plays my husband. How lucky! My best TV hubby ever. I love you, Bob. And so we are at the hospital, and there was a season cliffhanger the last time that somebody was having a baby, and in the ER, all the bells are going off, and you don't know what's happening. So
do you know who's having the baby?
Yes, we do. Okay, we do. And we all love this character, so we were all hoping she was going to come back, and you're going to find out on the cliffhanger. Yeah, and in our premiere, July 19th.
Okay, let's take a look.
She's just so scared, Bob.
Yeah?
Scared of having a baby and then scared of raising the baby, with or without Eric.
What do you think she's going to do?
I honestly don't know.
What do you hope she's going to do?
The right thing.
Yeah, it's always the hardest, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Hey, do you need to stay here with Jack?
No. He promised he'd call. Look, we either stay here and worry, or we go home and worry.
I got pie at home.
Home it is.
Ooh. That pie gets him every time.
Yeah, I know that pie stones and all that stuff. I think it's kind of code. Bruce and I say it's kind of code
It's
for,
your
you know,
code.
a little.
A little.
Yeah, but you really bake, though. Don't you love baking?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I got to come in and bake with
I
you
know.
before.
I remember.
That's why I'm so honored with you. I'm such a fan of what you do, Christina Cooks.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, that's probably baking is one of the things you do at Christmas.
Yes,
Part of the traditions.
yes,
What are some of the things you
absolutely.
guys do? Are you-
Oh, I have. Hallmark has been a theme throughout my life. Honestly, it's. My very first job to get my SAG card was Hallmark Hall of Fame movie called The Promise with James Garner, James Woods, and that won the Emmy that year. So that's how I got my SAG card. And then all through my life for Christmas, my mom and I, who passed away in '96, but she and I would. Thank you. She and I would get those Hallmark. You know, all those
Keepsake
the
ornaments,
keepsake things
yes.
that have the years on them, right?
Right.
So that were some of the best treasures of my life. And then I had an accident. My basement flooded. How weird is that? And I lost all mine. But you know what? I found at Mom's.
All the ornaments that
All hers.
that you
and
had.
they were the exact same ones. So it's like she gave me, you know, that's Mom.
Oh, so you
So
have the
yes.
same ornaments.
So
Story.
and now my daughter and I are doing that, and so I want to give them for her. It's just the tradition, and that's why it's so good with Hallmark, because it's not just creating one memory, but it's creating
Years
all
of
the
memories.
Yeah.
What a lovely
That's what
tradition.
that's what
Thank
ornaments
you.
are all about. Is
Thank you
that
for
little
sharing
memory
that.
hanging on a tree. Thank you so much.
Thank
It's
you.
always
For
great
coming back
having
and
you.
seeing us.
You too.
You
Thank
come back anytime.
Thank you.
And you can cook with Christina Cook.
Yeah.
That's right.
Season 2 of Cedar Cove premiering Hallmark Channel Saturday, the 19th of July, 8, 7 Central. More of Barbara, you can go to barbaraniven.com.